6 footballers. 6 unbelievable stories. Some survived things that should have ended them. Stay till the end, because the last one hits different. Let's go.
3 games ago, the whole world had written him off. 41 years old. Invisible. They said Cristiano Ronaldo was finished. That he was only here for one last farewell tour. In Portugal's first game, he barely touched the ball in the box. The greatest goalscorer in history looking ordinary. And the doubts got louder and louder. Then came Houston, Uzbekistan. 6th minute. Ronaldo rises and scores. And then, he does it again. A brace. 41 years old. And these weren't just any goals. He'd just become the first man in history to score at 6 different World Cups. 6. Stretching all the way back to 2006. More than Messi. More than anyone who's ever lived. They counted him out. Again. They always do. And the king just reminded the entire planet exactly who he is. His teammate's leg just snapped. A tackle from behind, and Ismail Kone's leg twisted in a way no leg should ever bend. The Canada players froze. Some of them couldn't even look. Kone is carried off in agony. His World Cup over in an instant. And the man who comes on to replace him, Nathan Saliba. And just minutes later, Canada win a free kick. Saliba steps up and curls it straight into the top corner. His first ever World Cup goal. But he doesn't celebrate. He sprints to the touchline, grabs Kone's shirt, number 8, and holds it up to the sky. Then he kisses it. Tears in his eyes. He didn't score that goal for himself. He scored it for his brother. That's not football. That's family. For 28 years, this is where the dream always died. South Africa. Bafana. 3 World Cups. 1998. 2002. And even on home soil in 2010. Every single time out in the group stage. Heartbreak after heartbreak. A whole nation that had never, ever seen its team survive the first round. And today? Estadio Azteca. South Africa versus South Korea. 63rd minute. The ball falls to Thapelo Masiko, and he scores. 1-0. The bench erupts. Back home, an entire country holds its breath. And then explodes. Because for the first time in history, Bafana are into the knockouts. 28 years of pain, gone in a single moment. They are not here to make up the numbers anymore. South Africa has arrived. And next they face Canada. Believe, at 11 years old, doctors gave him a death sentence for his dream. A growth hormone deficiency. Without treatment, he would never grow past 4'7". So every single night, this tiny kid injected himself in the legs, just to grow. And the treatment? $900 a month. His family couldn't afford it. His club in Argentina wouldn't pay it. So one by one, every team gave up on the smallest kid from Rosario. Until one club, thousands of miles away, saw what nobody else could.
Barcelona.
They were so terrified of losing him that their director grabbed the only thing on the table. A napkin. And he wrote the contract right there. That kid was Lionel Messi. And that napkin? It just sold for almost $1 million. The greatest bet in the history of football.
Closely at Cristiano Ronaldo, the biggest superstar on the planet, drowning in money, fame, and trophies, but not a single tattoo, not one. And most people have no idea why. It's not about style, it's not superstition. Back in 2011, his teammate's young son was diagnosed with leukemia. The boy needed bone marrow to survive. And Ronaldo, he didn't hesitate. He became a donor. He's given blood and bone marrow ever since, again and again. Help sick children fight for their lives. And here's the thing nobody tells you. If you get a tattoo, you can't donate blood for months. So Ronaldo made his choice. No ink, ever, so he can keep saving lives. The greatest goal scorer in history would rather donate his blood than decorate his skin. Now you know. Follow for the football stories. Only one African has ever won the Ballon d'Or, but he might not even be the greatest. George Weah, 1995, football's biggest prize, and then he became president of his entire country, but it gets controversial. Samuel Eto'o won 3 Champions League titles with 2 different clubs, back-to-back trebles. No one in history had ever done that. Then there's Didier Drogba, 88th minute, Champions League final. He equalized, and he scored the winning penalty. Then he went home and helped bring a ceasefire to a 5-year civil war. And Mohamed Salah, the highest-scoring African in Premier League history. 4 legends, 4 completely different legacies. But only one can be the greatest African footballer ever. Drop your pick in the comments. Follow for the football stories nobody tells.
If even one of these moved you, subscribe. We tell the football stories nobody else does every single day.